When you have a society like that, when you build a society like that, people who do not know how to deal with their anger, do not know how to deal with aggression, can't see the positive change that they can affect by using this force. When you build a society like that, they don't know how to settle their differences. This is why we have so many violent conflicts in the world today. Because people just don't know how to move past this emotion. They're either acting out of anger or they're completely suppressing it.
This is Kaushal.
This is Kaushal.
This is Kaushal.
Kaushal.
Writer, motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker. Writer, motivational speaker.
How to channelize anger. Anger is by far the most destructive, yet the most powerful force in the world. You can go on and on about people who changed the course of history just because they were slighted. Mahatma Gandhi threw out the British Empire from India just because he was thrown out from that first-class compartment in that train in South Africa. We can argue that this freedom struggle probably wouldn't have taken place. We could say that if that hadn't happened, if he hadn't been thrown off from that compartment that day when he had a first-class ticket. Stories can go on and on. Most recently, you've seen the example of Alauddin Khilji in the movie Padmavat, how he slighted the Rajputs and how that ultimately led to his downfall. Take the example of the revolt of 1857, Mangal Pandey, right? The revolt of 1857 took place because of anger. Now you can allow this force to channel your energies in the right direction by channeling this force. Anger is also one of the most basic drives that we have. The reason that we survive, the reason that we are here is because our ancestors had a good mixture of smartness and anger. Had they not been able to be angry when they needed to, we probably wouldn't have been here. They wouldn't have been able to defend the tribe. They wouldn't have been able to defend the people at the time that they needed defending. Would have just lost out to somebody with more aggression, more drive. So you see, anger can be the most powerful force in the world. But the problem with us, once again, like I made the previous video about sex and how, we're just taught too much to suppress these emotions. We never talk about a healthy expression of anger in our society. We're just taught learn to be polite. We're just taught to learn to maintain the decorum. We're never taught that, okay, this is how you can constructively channel your anger into sports or into achieving personal objectives, into working for society. And it's because of this that today you see a lot of people, they just don't know how to handle when this emotion overpowers them. That is why you have so many violent crimes these days. I'm telling you, that's the biggest thing. The reason you have so many violent crimes, the reason you have so many violent outbursts is because you're viewing the most basic instinct that we have as human beings, right? Anger, aggression, defense, going out there and getting what you want. It's linked to your survival. You are suppressing something so intrinsic to who you are as a human being. And that just leaves a generation that doesn't know how to channel this force. When you have a society like that, when you build a society like that, people who do not know how to deal with their anger, do not know how to deal with aggression, can't see the positive change that they can affect by using this force. When you build a society like that, they don't know how to settle their differences. This is why we have so many violent conflicts in the world today. Because people just don't know how to move past this emotion. They're either acting out of anger or they're either completely suppressing it. This happens in households, this happens in schools, this happens in all kinds of organizations, offices, global politics, all the time. What you need to do is you need to use this force towards not expression even. Be angry, be aggressive. Channelize this force towards everything that is stopping you from becoming a better version of yourself. Channelize this anger towards waking up early. Channelize this anger towards eating healthier. Channelize this anger towards leaving smoking, drinking in control, not driving when you're under influence. Okay? You can be angry at yourself for these things and focus. Get yourself to fall in line. When you can do that, when you can get yourself to fall in line by constructively focusing your anger, you can change entire society. Be the change you want to see in the world. Simple. How do you do that? You take the most basic instincts that evolution, that biology has given you, and you use them for a higher objective, for a higher purpose. This is Kaushal, writer, motivational speaker, and life coach, saying bye-bye. See you soon.